Thank you
very much. It's awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Brownlee, for the wonderful introduction. I appreciate everything that Community College of Aurora does, and congratulations on a great graduation. Thank you for allowing me to participate in it on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. So I wanted to welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Special thank you to the Rotary Club and all their volunteers that worked so tirelessly to get this event put together. I can't believe how many people are here today. It's really a very full room. And I also want to thank the South Metro Denver Chamber for all the work that they did in helping us with ticketing and getting the tables ready for everybody to be here today. So my question for anybody, how many people here this is your first time coming to a State of the City? Oh, that's a lot. Okay, very good. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you learn something about the City of Centennial. And we do have to work through a few introductions first, so we'll start with, there are a number of elected officials that are in the room with us today. I appreciate everybody making the time to come and attend. I know this is the season for these types of events, and so we all get kind of pulled into going to numerous of them. So if you could all please stand if you're an elected official here in the community, so that we can all thank you for your work. Thank you very much for being here. I also wanted to introduce a couple of guests that we have with us today from Congressman Crow's office. We have Terrell Horton and Sean Roca is here for this day to say hi and appreciate their support. Thank you. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize all veterans and any active duty military that are with us today. Could you please stand if you're able? We'd love to thank you and tell you how much we appreciate your service. We are proud to have strong military traditions here in Centennial and in Colorado. So, and I'm also sure that the rest of my city council will join me in agreeing that we appreciate our staff and are so impressed by all the work that they do, including our city attorney's office with Widener and Duran. So if you could help me thank them and for providing us and our citizens with support all year long. And thank City Manager Matt Sturgeon and recognize all the members of our staff that are here today. So as mentioned earlier, I have been on City Council since 2012, making me the longest serving elected official in Centennial's relatively short history. So over the years, I have gotten to serve with an amazing group of elected and appointed officials. And so if you have ever served in the past on City Council for Centennial or been appointed to a city board and commission, could you please stand so we could recognize you and thank you for all the service? Oh, there's Bart right there. Thank you. And now I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce my city council. I want to thank them for their tireless efforts, their positive attitudes, and their willingness to be at just about every event in the city of Centennial. We have quite the reputation for that. So I'll start with my Mayor Pro Tem, Tammy Maurer. Councilmember Marlo Alston. Councilmember Robin Carnes. Councilmember Richard Holt. Councilmember Don Sheehan. Councilmember Christine Sweetland. Councilmember Mike Sutherland. And our newly elected Councilmember Amy Tharp. Just so you know, Amy, this is like officially the last time you get called newly elected. Once you come to a State of the City and go through a contentious council meeting, that's over with. So, thank you very much. So we've already had a chance to meet some of our great partners in our community that provide the services and the safety and the reliability that our citizens count on. These community partners have the unique ability to act and serve with autonomy and recognize the fact that as we all do, that we provide the benefits of collaboration and leveraging our partnerships to provide exceptional services to our community. So at this time, I would like to thank and recognize the men and women of the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office and South Metro Fire who work tirelessly to keep our communities safe. You guys please stand, please stand. And not to forget the rest, as you can see from this slide coming up, we are a collaborative community and we depend on each other and so many different organizations to provide for our citizens. It's been my honor and my privilege to work and meet with so many individuals from these organizations to build relationships that not only increase our understanding of how we can help each other, but we work together to complete amazing things. So thank you to all of our community partners here today. And our city partners that continue to keep things running smooth for our citizens and take on those big projects in public works. So thank you to Jacobs and TerraCare for all of your efforts. You are truly an extension of our city, and the pride you exhibit in the shared goals that we all have is noticed. Thank you for getting us through what has been one of our larger and more impactful infrastructure projects, the replacement of the Arapahoe Bridge over Big Dry Creek. Initially constructed in 1945, nearly 80 years ago, it was definitely time for a replacement. The new bridge is wider, taller, and has improved pedestrian access to South Suburban's Big Dry Creek Trail. Working with SEMSWA and South Suburban, we have created a more accessible and pleasurable experience for the thousands of citizens that utilize this trail annually, and the cars that utilize the bridge as well. So, eliminating the frustrating bottleneck that was at that bridge, the wider bridge offers both drivers and pedestrians a safer access to both neighborhoods, shopping, and to the intersection at University and Arapahoe. Our street fund and our road maintenance projects make up nearly 1/3 of our budget expenditures each year, and we appreciate all the work that is done by our crews to keep our streets plowed, our traffic lights working, and our roads maintained, as well as planning for future improvements to keep our businesses and citizens thriving. And to my Douglas County friends, we all know the County Line Road widening project is going to be coming up, so I think we should all say a little prayer that we have a smooth project going forward over the next few years. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. So knowing that I only have a couple of these State of the City presentations left, I wanted to take this opportunity to focus on the extraordinary things that go on in Centennial, not because of what we do, but because of what you all do. All of the people here today, whether they live or work in Centennial, are part of what truly makes our community unique and successful. It's the you in community that is part of self-determination and innovation, resilience, generosity, and motivation that has created and continues to foster what makes Centennial home. So let's have some fun and see how you see your city.
All right, here you go. This one looks good.
Never had anybody turn down ice cream.
No, we moved in April of '98 and really wanted to get to know our neighbors.
I'll do a mint chocolate chip on a cone.
25 years later, it's the cheapest way to entertain 100 people.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Centennial's my community because we still live in the house that we bought in Centennial 21 years ago. It's our first home, it's our only home.
It's my community because my wife and I raised our children here.
Centennial is my city, and Centennial is a city that I love.
I don't have to go far for anything.
We're close to downtown, we're close to the mountains.
Everything is right here.
Largest Centennial is, we're over 100,000 people, and we stretch 17 miles, border to border.
From Broadway to almost to E470.
It still does have that small town feel. I was Centennial before Centennial was cool. Centennial is a newer city. We're only about 22 years old.
There's actually people here still living that have actually founded a city. Can you believe that? Founded a city.
There's a lot of people who have been here since the very beginning, and they'll tell you how proud they were to be a part of establishing the city.
It's pretty unique how the city started. It really came from the people wanting to not just become part of something else.
We weren't going to stand by and just let the other areas control what we're all about.
They wanted their own centennial.
Today, the city still has a feeling of collaboration and self-determination. We are a thriving community that is moving forward and making a statement in Colorado.
We're on the ascent. We're rising.
We have a lot of large companies in Centennial.
Large companies such as Topgolf, Arrow, Comcast.
We've got Boom Supersonic, which is out at the airport. If you're a business, we want you in Centennial.
Centennial is open for business.
3, 2, 1.
The City of Centennial has been very supportive of my business. They have been my savior during the COVID times. They provided me 2 grants, actually, and that is the only reason why I think my business survived.
We want it to be easier to do business here, not just live and play here, but to do business here.
Very small business friendly, yes, absolutely. The grant program has been fantastic because we were able to utilize it at the Clurum to create a small business passport that encouraged people to visit different businesses, especially during COVID and right after COVID.
We all work together here in Centennial. It's a lot of determination and a lot of collaboration with others to be successful.
In Centennial, there's so many different ways to get connected with your community.
I am a graduate of Centennial 101. It's the first time I got to see the operation of a city front row seat.
Oh, how small the actual workforce is in Centennial.
We are long and lean as a city. We're contract model, and so I think we do things really efficiently and effectively.
Public Works is top notch.
Our bridges are constantly been upgraded and looking beautiful and safe.
They're Johnny on the spot. They're fixing everything quickly.
The services that are here, whether it's the local fire, law enforcement, they're all great people.
One of the top-notch sheriff's department in the country.
Safety was very important for me when talking to my husband about where we wanted to raise our kids.
I felt very safe with my kids growing up there, and the school system was good.
Cherry Creek and Littleton.
We have amazing schools. It's just a great place to live.
Under the Stars events, the SIP and Centennial, they're just wonderful.
My favorite event in Centennial is the Chalk Art Festival.
They do a lot of fun things here.
A city is about the people. We put our community first.
When you go to the grocery store, you see somebody that you know. When you walk along the Highline Canal, your friends are there.
Centennial is neighborly.
We're a city of neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And you have a place here in one of our neighborhoods, and you feel that.
It is a community. Our friends are here now, and our church is here.
I am happy to be here.
We're just really lucky to be here.
I wouldn't live anywhere else.
They all were talking about how much they enjoy being a part of Centennial, what it means to them to be in their community, how much the city has worked and why they all have decided to stay here, to live here, to raise their families here, and to really kind of set the tone for what we have being a part of the community has and what the citizens are as part of that involvement in our community. Centennial would not have been founded without you. Without the individuals who worked for self-determination behind Centennial, we would not be here today. But even before that, citizens recognized what a very special area this is. Great neighborhoods, great parks and trails, and great school districts. Centennial was already well on its way to becoming a great place to raise a family and live. So couples, as you might have seen, the Winklers, in the beginning of the video, were dishing out ice cream, and they've been hosting an ice cream social in their community for over 25 years. And that's a great example of what citizens really wanted to protect in their neighborhoods. City Council's decision to establish a community grant program has brought more people in our neighborhoods together with this effort. Whether for neighborhood beautification efforts, for movie nights, or just a citizen neighborhood party. We wanted to bring together, make ways for neighborhoods to continue to get together and gather. So working together with our community, we have invested over $350,000 directly into our neighborhoods through the community grant program. I'll take that. The city also works to bring our neighborhoods together with district-wide summer social events that we have, and we bring the entire community together at our favorite events like Centennial Under the Stars, the chalk art at the streets at South Glen, and our new fall favorite, Sip-In Centennial. We know our citizens love to gather in our parks and event spaces throughout the city, and we appreciate our partners, Arapahoe Libraries, South Suburban, and Trails Park and Rec District for offering such wonderful spaces and places for not only our people to get together to recreate, but to celebrate. So not only does our community come together where we live and play, but also where we work. Centennial relies on our businesses, both big and small, to keep our community thriving. Sales tax drives over 60% of our budget dollars. So supporting our businesses in our community and creating a business-friendly environment is vital to Centennial's efforts towards success.
Hi, my name is Abby Hussey, and my husband Scott and I are the owners and franchisees of Urban Air Adventure Park here in Centennial. Urban Air, it's all about families. And really, Centennial is all about families, the parks, the outdoor spaces, all of those things are really second to none. Centennial is my home. I take pride, honestly, in saying that I'm from Centennial, that I live in Centennial, that I own businesses and work here. Self-determination, I think, is probably at the base and kind of the core of being a business owner. You know, it's a lot of sleepless nights, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears being, you know, your own boss, a lot of perks for it also. We've built Urban Air locations in other municipalities, and it's not always quite as smooth. The city was really lovely to work with regard to the building department, the approval process. We had a grand opening event in January, and I had several of the council members come. They took time out of their Saturday morning to come and support this new business in our city. What more could you ask for from your city?
Hi, this is Zoe Romero, and we are at Colonna's Pizza and Pasta.
Cheese pizza has got that great crispy crust, but still nice and thin. As a Jersey kid, that's what I enjoy the most.
We opened our doors in 2017, January 2017. I used to live in Centennial at the beginning of my career here, and I remember this area. So when we were looking for a space, this was one of the spaces that we went right away. First and foremost, I'm able to connect with a lot of people through our restaurant, but also outside of the restaurant. Beyond just the friendships that I have built, we still do business with a lot of other small business owners here. The fact that we have people that are willing to help, it helps us just become better and better.
That is so good though.
I love it. What is not to love about Centennial? Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for allowing us to come into your space, and we do appreciate our small businesses so much. Calling us is a great opportunity for the city as well. We utilize them often with our catering and those types of things. So every storefront, every office, every entrepreneurial venture represents a story of determination, vision, and hard work. And Spark Centennial is a program that was designed to help small business owners take that next step. With our support and the support of their fellow Sparkers, over the past few years, nearly 30 businesses have explored and implemented bold ideas that give their business the spark it needs. So I have a quick confession here. Most people don't believe this, but myself and my husband, who's sitting right here, we do not have an Amazon Prime account. And believe me, it doesn't stop us prevent us from shopping online, because that generates sales tax for the city of Centennial as well. But it does create a conscious effort to support local business when we can and by choice. So Centennial's Retail Center Revitalization Program supports that idea too. This program is bringing forward great opportunities to engage with owners, tenants, and the surrounding communities to ensure that we have retail environments that are unique, sustainable, and attract quality tenants and engaged customers. So whether you're enjoying concerts at the streets at South Glen, or you're having food trucks at 222 Brew, we appreciate our local businesses and we support them because it's amazing to see how much they support us. Businesses not only support other businesses, but they support individuals, entrepreneurs, and a collection of nonprofits which remind us of why we all work to build our community.
Welcome in. Welcome to the Village. I'm Gina Schreck. This is the Village Work, Wellness, and Event Center. We opened 4 years ago, March 2nd, 2020. Great time to gather people. Collaboration and determination, those are words that define the Village Workspace. COVID really did bring people in here that needed community. This is the ballroom. We did our Spark Tank event in here, which was really exciting to get the businesses in the Spark program for the City of Centennial, which I was in the first year cohort. I've gotten to know the city officials and I see the work they do. I see how they really do try to help your business and they're interested in. I really feel like the Village is this microcosm of the city of helping businesses thrive.
Hi, I'm Nancy Falk, the Executive Director at Nourish Meals on Wheels. Welcome. We have been serving hot meals in our community since 1968. In 2023, Nourish delivered 200,000 meals to older homebound adults. We delivered 30,000 meals to Centennial residents. We have 500 plus volunteers, a dedicated staff of 9. 15 is up. We are so proud to serve.
I'm Executive Chef Jeffrey Graditsky. The City of Centennial is incredibly supportive.
We are so proud to serve the City of Centennial and our surrounding community. A lot of Centennial residents will remember their second mayor, Kathy Noon. She was a trailblazer and she advocated fiercely for seniors. I'm really proud of the City of Centennial for continuing her legacy.
We don't stop. It's in our blood, it's our passion, and this is what we do.
In Centennial, we are proud of both our and your commitment to support our nonprofit community. Not only do nonprofits service a need and provide employment for and support local businesses, they strengthen the health and spirit of our community. So curiosity inspired me to check out with Colorado Gives Day to see how much my experience with the generosity in our community is really reflected in what they do. And boy, I was surprised, and they really came through for me in these numbers. But in 2023, as a part of Colorado Gives Day, 6,384 donors from the City of Centennial gave over $4 million to the over 1,800 nonprofits doing work. That's 6% of the total money raised on that single day in the state of Colorado. That says a lot about the people in our community. And in addition to that, there are over 142 nonprofits registered in the City of Centennial that participate in Colorado Gives Day. And of those nonprofits locally here, they received $2.6 million from Colorado Gives donors from across the state. I think it really sets the tone of our community and what we do here. And this doesn't even include the local events that we all attend as fundraisers on a regular basis. So just some other quick back-of-the-napkin math that I did. Between Arapahoe Community College, the Community College of Aurora, the Littleton Public Schools, and Cherry Creek Schools, all of their foundations raised over $1.2 million just in the past few months at all of their events. And that, again, says how much money we are willing to put into our communities to support our students and to support education. So congratulations to you all for that. So it seems that every one of our partners has supported and benefited from supporting local nonprofits, relying on them to provide a niche benefit that is outside of their scope of service. So working with and through nonprofits expands all of the reach that we have and helps us all connect with members of our community. The city's partnerships with the nonprofit community allows us to connect with your community in very special ways. Our partnership with the YMCA for the development of the Center for Generations has brought great connection point for both seniors and youth in our community. Centennial's opportunity to provide support for youth through the Broncos Grant Program has allowed us to support everything from K-9 Back the Blue and the publication of their children's book promoting our beloved School Resource Officer program and our students. We've also supported the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, Exceptional Kids, Trails Park and Rec District, Youth Athletics, to a tune of more than $1.1 million that is going directly to youth opportunities in our community. Centennial has also extended our support through our connection with the Centennial Faith Council, creating opportunities to support families, students, and individuals experiencing homelessness. Through the partnerships with groups like Iron Sharp Community Foundation and our faith community and our school districts, we have provided backpacks to the students of both Littleton Public Schools and Cherry Creek Schools. Plus, we have had our families be celebrated at a Lavished with Love event, a holiday meal event that brought services, support, joy, and a wonderful meal to families that were experiencing homelessness, further illustrating the generosity and support found within our community. Our city has continued to partner with the Centennial Arts and Cultural Foundation, and that was mentioned earlier. We're excited to keep bringing art into public spaces. So we continue to place traffic box wraps art around our corridors in our city, and we provide for entertainment at the Chalk Art Festival through our Art Rocks event. And we're very excited to announce the newest piece of infrastructure, the Arapahoe Bridge that I mentioned earlier, is going to be having illustrative murals along the Big Dry Creek Trail, where thousands of people will get to see local artists that have produced local art right there on our infrastructure. I want to give a quick shout out to Ting and to Centennial Rotary Club for sponsoring the artists for this event and making sure that we had the ability to compensate artists for their work. We have so many wonderful organizations within the city. We have big, small, global, and local. And like Project Cure, which is mentioned, Special Olympics, Love Justice, the Salvation Army. There's just something and some way for everyone to get involved and contribute, bringing Centennial together and making our citizens the key to our success. Wanted to take this opportunity to recognize two citizens that were incredible keys to our success, Mayor Kathy Noon and Councilmember Ron Weidman. We lost two of the best supporters and friends Centennial could have asked for this past winter. Their generosity with their time and energy and wisdom were more than we deserved, and we thank them and their families for their dedication to our community. Understanding that the strength in our community relies on our ability to come together, to work together, and celebrate together. What's the one word that you would use to describe the state of your city? Mine is unstoppable. You ready?
Centennial is amazing.
Centennial is my favorite place to be.
Centennial is my happy place.
Centennial is my home.
Neighborly.
Dynamic.
Inclusive. Progressive.
Relationships.
Home.
The place to be.
Community.
Home.
Kind and generous.
Opportunities.
Ah! Family friendly.
Ooh. My creative inspiration.
Supportive.
Centennial is my home.
I hope you all had a chance to learn a little bit about what your city's doing. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Special thank you to my husband, Jim, for knowing better than anyone that I am the longest serving elected official in the city of Centennial's history. I also want to thank my communications team. Appreciation to Exploration of Flight for hosting us again today, for the Centennial Rotary Club, South Metro Chamber, to all of our sponsors that have helped, and people who purchased tables to bring everybody together. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. It is a city favorite. Lunch Wired is a wonderful contributor to our city as well. So everyone continues here to work together to try to make this event possible. So I hope the rest of you can go out for the rest of your day. Go out and enjoy what makes your city great. Thank you very much.